Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This video is going to be a chatty one. I can already feel myself chatting on, so if that is not for you, then I'll be back, very soon, you know me, with another bookish video. So today is going to be a Friday reads video, and I'm going to be telling you what I'm reading on Friday and what I'm reading over the weekend. Can I just say, thank God it is Friday. It has been the longest week for me. I don't know about you, how's your week been? Mine has just been like so slow and full of like loads of really annoying things you don't really want to do but you've got to do. This weekend we're actually driving back to Essex and I'm going out with Dom and his family for a meal, and then it's my birthday on Sunday. I'm not doing anything for my birthday. I don't really celebrate birthdays. I feel like when you hit age 20 it's kind of it, isn't it? That's what it was like for me. I don't really care about any ages within my 20s. I'm not really bothered, to be honest with you. I'll probably just go out for a nice meal, and then we'll obviously have to drive back from Essex 5 hours back to Bristol. So I thought I'd just tell you what I'll be taking with me to read. First up, I have finished Mary Poppins by P.L. Travis. This is a reread for me, and this was my Tay's book club pick. So if you are doing my book club, then tell me if you've read it or not. If you want to get involved, it's really simple. You basically have to read this book by the end of the month, contact me somewhere on social media, whether it be in the comment section to this, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, with a short comment telling me what you think of this book, so a review. And then when I do my review of this book, will read out your comments, and the Turn of the Screw one was so good. That was my first book club book pick, and that was so funny, like reading out your comments and everything. You were so sassy, it was great. So I'm really excited for Mary Poppins because I love this book. It's one of my favourite books, and I hope so much that everyone loves it. So tell me if you've read it or not. I actually got really carried away making notes for it, like I was studying for an exam. So there's like 2 whole pages and another whole page just full of notes about what happens in the book, chapter by chapter, moments that I liked, funny bits, a character profile, Mary Poppins. I'm not going to put any of that in my review. No one cares, Hannah. But it's nice to have that as like a memory, I suppose. But I'm probably not going to put that stuff chapter by chapter. I mean, who really wants that in a review? Who's got the time? What's the point of you reading it if I'm going to do that? Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, in my review I can tell them what happens in chapter 1 and all the way through the book. Well, they're going to read it themselves, Hannah. I don't want you to reiterate it to them. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Other books that I've been reading is I've been reading Outline by Rachel Cusk, and if you were with me in my last Friday reads last week, I said I hope to finish this by the next Friday. I didn't finish it by next Friday, evidently. Pretty much the same place as before. I have dipped in and out, tried to read it, but oh, it's so slow. It's so slow. No, we haven't oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm like, we haven't learnt anything new about our main character, and so who cares, really? If you haven't got a strong main character, for me, I don't really care too much. That's just me personally. Other people, they're a lot more open-minded and they like other little character roles within it, but I have to have a strong main character, and it doesn't mean I have to like them. I can hate the main character, but I have to know who they are, and within that book we don't know who she is. We really don't know anything about her. I've been reading a bit of Agatha Christie this week, but like I said, it's just been a stressful week, and so I just haven't had time to read, so I wanted a little bit of escapism. Mary Poppins was it for me. I'm going to take down to Essex with me this book, which I showed in my book haul video that I did this week, and this is Penelope Lively Passing On. It's basically about 2 adult children who lived with their mum until she died, and then when she died they were 52 and 49, and they decide they're going to live their lives. They feel like their mum has held them back, but I don't know if they're going to live their lives or not, or what that's about. It's fiction. I'm making it sound like it's real. It's complete fiction, and I just thought it'd be a bit of escapism. I like character profiles on things in depth. I like to know who the characters are. I like to be inside their mind. I like to feel like I can have a cup of tea with them and tell them stuff about themselves. It has to be a strong character, and I feel like that book really will be. So that is all I'm going to be reading. I might start Mary Poppins Returns, or plan out that for our next Tay's book club read, because we're reading that book next. So I'll plan that out and everything. And then I just have some kind of like hobby things that I'm taking back to Essex with me to kind of chill out, relax. I have, first up, Rosemary and Thyme, or as I like to say, oh my god, what was that? I just jumped out of my skin because things are falling on the floor. Anyway, what I was going to say, I like to say, get ready for Rosemary and Thyme fans, dun 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 dun. The theme tune. I'm so sad. This was a TV series about two gardeners, and every garden they go to, it's set in the UK, they find a body. So they'll be like, oh, let's plant some shrubs. Oh my god, it's a human hand. Let's go to the shed, get a rake. Oh my god, it's a dead body. Like, they continually find these bodies and then they kind of help solve the murders. There were 3 series, and I was talking to someone recently who said that they were going to do a full series and then they decided not to, and I was saying to her, I have the complete box set and it is so worth buying, because even though it's murder mysteries, by the time you've gone through each set you don't remember who did the murder in what episode, which is really bizarre, but it's because they throw like guilt and accusation on everyone, so you don't actually remember. So it's really rewatchable. I feel like with some TV series though, if I'm being honest, you can't rewatch them. Once you know who the murderer is, that's kind of it. I really liked a TV series called Prime Suspect. It had Heather Mirren in it, but I feel like I can't rewatch that. I've tried rewatching those episodes before, but once you know who the killer is and what direction it's going in, I feel like you can't rewatch it. And they're quite heavy as well, those episodes. Whereas these are light and fluffy, so maybe that's why, because there's so much humour in it, you don't really remember the murderer. I don't know why, but I absolutely love that. So I'm taking that to Essex with me for a little bit of chiller, a little bit of relaxation, and then I'm going to take my knitting with me. So, do you remember I was knitting a blue blanket? Gave up on it. I was knitting a Halloween blanket, which I somehow turned into a Christmas blanket, half finished. I'm done with that now. I'll come back to these projects at some time, but I've started a brand new project and it is this. It is a bright fluorescent pink. I can't show you it all, but I'll try. Like that, like that. I am knitting a big long scarf basically for myself in this colour, and I really love it. So yeah, there you go. I got the wool off eBay. Oh my god. Got the wool off eBay really cheap. It was in like a mixed job lot of wools, and so I got it because I was going to add some colours to my blanket, and I saw this fluorescent pink and just absolutely loved it. So I'm going to knit up the rest of this, and then I probably won't be able to find a pink that matches this one, and the wool was like an American brand, and so I might just do like a lighter shade of pink, an ombre if you will. So I'm currently knitting that. I'll show you my knitting bag. It's so pretty, I love it. And what I was going to say is that every knitting project I've done has one of these on it, a stitch holder. I'm such a stitch holder fiend. I have so many stitch holders now because I sell them really cheap in Wilkinson's, and just the amount of projects I have on stitch holders that I have not finished is actually grotesque. It's gross. So yeah, that's me, stitch holder. But I really love this bag, and it fits all my wool in it, and I've got like 2 blankets in there that I've not finished yet, and that's all in there. And that is it. That's all I have to say to you on this lovely Friday. Tell me if your trees are finally up yet, because my last Friday reads, people were like, the tree, it's too early for the tree. I hope your trees are up by now, guys. Like, Christmas is running out of time. Christmas is such a small amount of time. You spent all this money on the decorations, the trees, the lights. You want to get that thing up, do you know what I mean? So I hope all your trees are up by now. Tell me what your weekend plans are, and I will see you again next week for a load of more videos. So I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon.